to that girl, got something new. Oh, oh, what's up and do?
Yeah, strap. Yeah. We don't do content. Run it all times 10. I'm 4 pockets filled. That got bad lip feeling. Scouts all on my brand new rigs. I'm trying to make them feel vintage. I was run ugly city. Get a real trench. Yeah, but he ain't. I wouldn't split my with him. He's down there still a stack. He was trying to make a meal with him. When I call you twin, your eyes, my eyes, I promise I go spin with you. Her bestie, they hope. I'm throwing. You know I can't be. I hit the club, the special dough, you ain't even know it open. I went flat broke so many times, couldn't tell cause I ain't sure. I'm such a rock star, man, it's rips and all my clothes. It's sad that I'm responsible for your these good at in there thugging, think they'll tell. I'm sitting first class with my bag, they saying I smell funny. Killing the game is all on. My young shaking some, 10K that's play money. I buy your base some. I spread some in blue hunt, look like I'm neighbor. I'll be back in the morning. Tell me how much you want it. You know these bags are strong, you break, you buy, you bust it open. They hang up posters where the reward, my swag was stolen. He wanted to I put up stuff $20 skinny pants, I call that a Harriet to me. My be made my no cat machine. I'm pop my like baby, cause this outfit 3600. I fall in the club like so many be scared to touch me. Give me some get lucky. 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 Yeah, give me some get lucky. Give me some. I want your friend, your buddy. Girl, I know your. No, I feel like a movie scene.
Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Taking a look at Boston.
Based on their first meeting, we know they can beat these guys. The question is, can they sweep the season series?
You know, they certainly have the confidence. Their challenge is going to be play with the same effort and energy as they did in the last one.
Şengün, no good. And Gordon has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Brunson taking his time here. Beyond the arc. Connects from downtown. Well, with all the battles past, Grant, definitely some history between these two teams.
Oh, B.A., this is high level. You talk East versus West, that's usually championship or bust type aspirations.
Now here's Şengün. Şengün can't get that one to fall.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
Screen by Gordon. Poole for 3. And the Celtics another 3.
Well, this is a staple of Jordan Poole's game, folks. This is why he is a volume three-point shooter.
Here's Quickly. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Koulibaly. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
I mean, just a tough start. Missing their first 5 shots.
Poole outside. Now Gordon. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Baseline try. And it's Brunson missing. And here's Quickly. Pass to Şengün. Randall, right side. Quickly, right side. Over Jordan. Kept alive.
Guys, what you love about Julius Randle is the well-rounded nature of his game. Because he works so hard on his shooting ability, it makes his dribble drive that much more dangerous.
No good on that one. You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move, Doris.
He does like to use that on the interior against taller players to get enough separation. But the number of finishing moves that guy has off the spin, it is really an effective tool.
To the inside. It's Poole on the wing. Screen by Gordon. And it's rejected.
Well, you could see how Şengün read that play and was where he needed to be to get the block.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Quickly outside. Pass to Randall. For 3. The Lakers with another miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Poole outside. Now here's Brunson. Jordan, the screen. To the paint. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Boy, this guy has run this play so many times. DeAndre Jordan understands how to read the defense.
Now here's Quickly. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from 3.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Celtics lead by 4. Poole outside. Back to Brunson. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. I discussed with Coach how difficult it is to guard Jalen Brunson. He initially joked. He said, you'll have to ask my guys that. Jalen is a really gritty, confident player. We can't let him get into a rhythm early or we're going to be in trouble. We'll have to keep our eye on how well this defense does against Brunson. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. And that one's good for Brunson.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
Out to the right wing. Shot is up. Rejected by Barnes. For the finish. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, what you like about Barnes in transition, he's equally proficient getting to the rack or setting up for the jump shot.
Now here's Koulibaly. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Gordon. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Aaron Gordon welcomes the opportunity to be fouled. You cannot be careless with your defense.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Both free throws good from Gordon. And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
Here's Alvarado. Conchar up top. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
These are his first free throws of the game. And he can't get the first one. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Outside Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. Here's Brunson. And he banks in the layup. Brunson's got 7 points in the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Alvarado with it. Here's Conchar. Anderson controls the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, Kyle Anderson is the very definition of a guy willing to do the dirty work.
Here's Brunson. He's got 7. Pass to Hauser. And here's Gordon. Alvarado with a steal. Here's Tyson. Now Conchar. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That's his first foul of the game. A 3 from the inbound.
They haven't had that much success in the paint.
Drummond with the bucket.
The shot goes up. You've got to put a body on Andre Drummond. This guy's so good off the offensive window.
Back to Brunson. Pass to Hauser. 3-pointer. And it's Brunson missing. Lakers trail by 4. And here's Alvarado. Yet to see a basket. And here's Anderson. Here's Conchar. Drills it from deep.
Kyle Anderson, a guy who's all about team success. If you're open, he'll find you.
And so it's Bogdanovich with it. He brings it up for Boston. Pass to Brunson. Back to Bogdanovich. Brunson with it. Here he goes. Gordon can't hit.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Alvarado outside. Here's Drummond. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Brunson. Blocked.
Great defense by Slow-Mo. Kyle Anderson always in position to make the play. Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Outside Brunson. Outside Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. Pass to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, the size is there, but the vertical is what really is eye-popping with Aaron Gordon.
A minute and a half left in the first quarter here. Back to Alvarado. Now here's Conchar. Here's Drummond. Got a hand on it. They retain possession. Inside. Back to Conchar. And another shot. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Conchar's got his second basket on the night. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Bogdanovich. They set a pick. Driving in. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
What an athlete Bogdanovich is. Sprinting towards the rim with such aggression and assertiveness.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Anderson with it. Oh, there's the alley. And the jam by Drummond.
Andre Drummond, my goodness, throw it up high, let him finish the rest.
Gordon outside. Pass to Hauser. From down in the low post, it goes.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Alvarado outside. Conchar outside. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Celtics up by 3. Stay with us now as we get set to
22.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Here's Podziemski. Banked it in off the glass.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Now here's Payne. Randall outside. Down low. Conchar, good. Conchar's gotten his third basket of the night.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices. You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. It makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
So it's Boston now. 3-point lead. Poole with the ball. That one misses. He's 1 for 3.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Conchar outside. Pass to Randall. Here's Şengün. No points so far. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fader on the way. And again, it's the Lakers.
Along with everything he can do in the paint, Şengün's mid-range game provides some pop as well.
Now Williams. Back to Pajemski. Pass to Hauser. Williams with it. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Pajemski driving to the basket.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Pass to Poole. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Şengün. The Lakers trail. Outside Payne. Right side Coulibaly. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. To the middle. The 6-footer. Pass to Hauser. Poole from long range. Deflected. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Coulibaly. Off the mark with the floater. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Boston making a switch here. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside, Williams. Now Pajemski, averaging around 5 points a game. Pass to Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. Pajemski's shot is good.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Now here's Coulibaly, defended by Bogdanovic. And here is Ingles. Off target at the rim. And here's Barnes. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. To the inside. Şengün with a steal. Down low. Here's Randall. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Randall's got 6.
Well, that's Randall working in his comfort zone. You can see how confident he is on his ability to score inside.
And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
The Lakers on D. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Williams. 6 to shoot. This one for 3. Williams knocks down the 3.
Yeah, catch and shoot opportunities. Grant Williams always ready on the catch to rise and fire.
Outside Coulibaly. Knocked loose. And that'll be Los Angeles ball as it goes out of bounds. Lakers able to keep the possession.
Coming into the ball for your Lakers. Number 5.
So it's Los Angeles now, trailing by 4. 5 to shoot. Here's Şengün. And it's off from 3-point range. Outside Barnes. Williams on the wing. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Back to Williams. Kicks it out to Barnes. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, spot-up shooting, one of Barnes' really strong suits offensively.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Make some noise for your Lakers hype.
Lakers trail by 7. Quickly outside. To the paint. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And that one's good, Brunson.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Quickly outside. They set the screen. From deep. Offensive board. Inside. Tries again. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Grant Williams.
Always a ton of activity, lots of energy with Quickly. This guy's so tough to cover.
And during the first few seasons of Emmanuel Quickly's career, he was seen primarily as a scorer, Grant.
Yes, but recently has blossomed into a more versatile threat. The leap we've seen in his passing has been especially impressive. He's a player to watch out for moving forward.
Here's Brunson. Kicks it out to Barnes. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Conchar. Offline with a 3.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
They double him with Conchar. Pass to Jordan. Out left to the wing. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Here's Williams. Outside Barnes.
Number 15.
Stolen by Jackson. To the left side wing. Back to Anderson. The jump hook. And that one drops for him.
Well, this is where Anderson has functioned for most of his career. So savvy on the interior.
Now here's Brunson. 10 points for him. Here's Barnes.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Alvarado with it. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Conchar. Anderson with a screen. Charity stripe shot. Williams grabs the board.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Bogdanovich on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. And now an 8-point Celtic lead.
You like seeing Bogdanovich get it done inside. An opportunistic scorer around the rim.
Outside, Anderson. Jackson outside. Pass to Conchar. Here's Post. Second chance effort. Barnes with the rebound.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Here's Brunson. And rejected. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson.
4 for your Lakers.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
1:09 left in the second period. Here's Gordon. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And this, to me, is where Aaron Gordon can excel. This guy embraces contact on the way up.
That free throw good from Gordon. Both free throws good from Gordon. 1:04 left to play in the half. Outside, Ingles. Back to Payne. Jackson outside. 5 on the clock. There's the triple. The shot by Payne, no good. Celtics lead by 10. Pass to Poole. Left side, Barnes. Poole outside. Eubanks. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
You have to be able to read the game as that pick and roll unfolds. Jordan Poole decides the right decision, make the pass.
Now Ingles. Still without a bucket. Left side, Anderson. It's tipped. Outside, Ingles. Will it go? The shot no good. And so it's Boston going into the break up 12. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Boston leading by 12. And here's Podziemski. Jacks up a 3. Not going to go that time. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Coulibaly. Here's Şengün. Shot clock at 5. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power.
Now here's Podziemski. Poole outside. Launches a 3. Oh, using that sweet stroke. Poole connects from deep.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
They get it again. Pass to Şengün. The rebound by Eubanks. Celtics lead by 13. Outside Podziemski. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Now Poole. Here's the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Poole's got 6 here in the quarter.
It shows you what a smart play call can get you. Jordan Poole had all the room he needed there.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Şengün. Can't cash it in from close range.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Poole outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Rare turnover for them tonight. They've protected the ball, and they're trying to protect this lead.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Outside Koulibaly. Into the lane. Fades and shoots. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Şengün's got 8.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Pajimski with it. He has 6. Pass to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. It's scooped up. Out to the wing. Here's Hauser. And again, Boston with the triple.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Koulibaly on the wing. To the right side. Here's Şengün. Şengün can't get that one to fall.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
To the middle. Back to Gordon. Here's Eubanks. Pass to Hauser. With the drive. Poole outside. The 3 is up. Over to the left wing. Fires for 3. He buries it from 3. Hauser's got 6 in the quarter.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Quickly, and they recover it. Here's Randall. Boston pulls it in, and Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Heading to the court, the Laker girls. Let's make
Big group substitution here for Boston.
Here they are, the Laker girl dance team. Enjoy.
Boston leading by 20. Jordan up top. Left side Brunson. Alvarado with a steal. Here we go, 1-on-1. Fires the 3. Out of bounds. As Los Angeles keeps possession.
Los Angeles ball.
That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Alvarado's got his first bucket in this one. Boston on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Brunson. Gordon outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Barnes. Defended by Jackson. From 20 feet. They get the rebound. Brunson with it. It's stolen by Drummond. Now Conchar. Give him 8. Pass to Ingles. And here's Drummond. And it's Jordan with the rebound. And so it's Bogdanovich with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. It'll be the 4th of 5 games for them on the road. Gordon outside. Shoots over Jackson. And And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've got run over this evening.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Ryan, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Here's Brunson outside. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
Jalen Brunson right now attacking without hesitation. His foot is on the gas pedal.
The hard work that Brunson has put in over the years, it really shows in his game, Doris.
I'll tell you this about Jalen Brunson. As his coach likes to say, he may not pass the eye test, but he passes the win test. Unbelievable footwork, fundamentals, and a clutch gene. Love Jalen Brunson's game.
Here's Barnes. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Jordan. Outside Barnes. Now Brunson. Alvarado defending. Brunson misses. Lakers trail by 20. Alvarado outside. Drummond with the screen. And there's the lob. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Now here's Brunson. He's got 13. And there's the foul. It's on John Conchar. That's his first foul of the game. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Boston making a switch here. It's Merrill on the wing. Tipped away. Pass to Jackson. Back to Ingles. Jackson, the screen. Takes a three. And the Lakers get it back. Conchar outside. And the shot is good after hitting off the rim. Conchar's got 13. Celtics lead by 18. .127 left in the third quarter. Merrill outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Brunson. Over Payne. And Brunson gets it to go. He's got 15.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Payne with it. No points yet. Conchar outside. Puts up a three. Boston pulls it in.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
To the inside. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Pass to Ingles. Now here's Drummond. Outside, Ingles. And there's the foul. It's on Grant Williams. That'll be a second foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Team foul. Now into the lineup.
19 seconds left in the third quarter.
Number 21.
And here's Payne outside. Can't hit that one.
We all know he's a good shooter, But from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And so it's Boston up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. And their three-point shooting a bit.
69.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Boston calls time here. You know, if you look at the tracking stats, no one guards different positions like Grant Williams.
Yeah, those guys that can guard truly 1 through 5 are rare. Grant Williams is on that list. His versatility is incredibly impactful to whatever team he's on.
For the Lakers.
Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
The kick out to Williams. Pass to Hauser. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Los Angeles ball.
The Lakers with the ball. Outside Payne. Here's Conchar. Now Payne. It's stolen. Merrill outside. Outside, Williams. Fires from deep. Randall pulls down the board. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Şengün. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Trendon Watford.
Yeah, Şengün's aggressive style is what gets him here.
Since being selected in the 21 draft, Alperen Şengün has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his third year, Şengün has averaged about 5 assists per game over a season. A huge number for a 6'11 post guy. He is so skilled. Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
Here's Watford. Lays it up and banks it in.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Pass to Conchar. Lets it go. Here's Tyson. Randall left side. Here's Şengün. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Now Williams. Back to Watford. Clock at 6. Here's Hauser. Watford left side. Over Payne. And too long on the shot. So it's Los Angeles now. They have yet to score here in the fourth. Pass to Randall. And Sam Merrill picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
Here's Post. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
It's incredible. I mean, it changes the dynamic of your offense when you have bigs who can shoot the ball.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
Outside, Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Wow, what a finish at the rim by Grant Williams. I didn't know he had that in his game, fellas.
Now Payne. Let's go with a three. Williams grabs the board.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Watford outside. Back to Merrill. Watford outside. 4-3. Offensive rebound. Back to Merrill. Pass to Hauser. Merrill outside. From the arc. That shot is off.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Conchar. Off target with the three.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
And Boston calls time here. Boston with some changes. And here's Brunson. Right side, Bogdanovich. And it's in there.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And Alvarado gets it to go.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Back to Brunson. Well, Doris, there's no doubt who the face of the NBA has been for a while now. Who might that be in 10 years, though?
This is such an intriguing question to me, Brian, because some of the guys that come immediately to mind, Luka, he's been a presence on that first-team All-NBA almost since the onset of his career. Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren are now 7-footers who are multidimensional. One guy that I don't think is talked about enough is Anthony Edwards. Highly skilled, highly charismatic.
Pass to post. Lets the three fly. Boston pulls it in.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Gordon on the wing. Down low. Eubanks. Back to Gordon. 5 to shoot. Here's Eubanks. From about 19. No good. Now here's Alvarado. The three is up. The rebound by Eubanks. Boston on offense. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Gordon. Shoots over Ingles. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Well, the rise and fire from Aaron Gordon in the mid-range, it's almost unguardable at this point.
Outside, Anderson. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Well, Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A., and the league benefits economically. Hopefully more innovation on the broadcast side too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
Here's Gordon. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
The Lakers call timeout. And Boston with some changes.
Give yourself a big round of applause.
Alvarado with it.
Substitution on the court.
Drummond up top. Picked it. Here's Pajemski. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
2 minutes remaining in this ball.
Now Alvarado. On the wing, Ingles. A minute 50 left to play in the fourth quarter. And that one's good.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
And here's Pajemski. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Ingles from outside. Offensive rebound. Outside, Anderson. Alvarado outside. Pass to Ingles. The rebound, Celtics.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Celtics.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And looking at their record now, tonight's win gives them 45 on the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Jalen Brunson.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Stolen. Merrill with it. Jackson in his pocket. It's Merrill on the wing. It's Pajemski on the wing. Merrill outside. Pass to Hauser. From outside the arc. Drummond grabs the miss. 30 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Payne. And the Lakers get it back.
Hard work on the glass gives them back the ball, and they get to milk a little clock here. Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Outside, Anderson. There's Jackson with the 3. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like
mommy, I know it's 2 a.m. no stress. At 3 that kick in, and 30 you feel your best. I turn my whole spot to crucial. It's crucial the way I left. Upstairs is like a lure be the best. I'm looking at her and her son turning to you. Now you start to the birds. F29 is my address in case it's elite. I don't make it squeak, I make it.